Hello and welcome to tuitionprep.com, and today's video is all about capacity. A rectangular water tank is filled with water to a depth of 70 centimeters. It contains 1,050 liters of water, but some water is removed from the container and the water level drops by 25 centimeters. So how much water is left in the tank? Well, the first thing I think is important to do is to be very well aware of what cylinder looks like and the dimensions. And you can see I've drawn it in the picture there. The next thing to be aware of is the formula for working out capacity. And there it is there on the side. Length times width times height. And in this case, we know the height, which is 70 centimeters, but we don't know the length and we don't know the width. But is that important? Well, yes, it is. But we don't need to know the individual lengths and the individual widths. Let's see why. So length times width times height is capacity. Length times width times 70 is also capacity. L times W times 70 is capacity. So we can also say 70 LW is capacity. We can also say 70 LW is 1,050. So we've gone from a very worded type of sentence to a more mathematical one. We could also say 70 WL if we wish to. The order of the numbers or the letters doesn't make a difference in algebra, but 70 LW is nice and clear. So where do we go from there? Well, we might want to try to work out what LW is, but that's going to be very difficult because we cannot work out the individual lengths of the lengths and the individual width. But what we can do is we can get a value for the combined length and width together. So what we can say is 70 times LW is 1,050. 70 multiplied by something is 1,050. What number operation would be very helpful here? Well, I think divide would work. We could say 1,050 divided by 70 would give us the value of LW. In this case, 1,050 divided by 70 is 15. So 15 times 70 is 1,050. So 15 is the value of L times W. We still don't know what L is, and we still don't know what W is, but we know what they are multiplied together. Now, let's imagine a third picture. This is where the water level has dropped. But what does the water level drop to? Well, it started at 70, and it dropped 25. So 70 take away 25 is 45, and you can see it there in the picture. The new water level is 45 centimeters. But what about the length and the width? Are they the same? Have they changed? Well, the rectangular tank is still the same tank. It hasn't got smaller, it hasn't got larger, it's remained the same. So the length and width are the same as they were before. And what was the value of the length times the width from the previous part of this question? That's right, it was still 15, wasn't it? It was still 15. It hasn't changed. So we can say, therefore, that LW is 15. LW times the height is 45. So 15 multiplied by 45 should give us the new capacity. How can we work out what 15 times 45 is? Well, we could do double-digit multiplication, which is also fine. But if you're looking for a quick shortcut, I recommend you think about 15 as 10 and 5. And we could say 10 times 45, and we add to that 5 times 45. Well, 10 times 45 is 450, and 5 times 45 is 225. And if you add those two values together, of 450 and 225, you'd also get to 675. So all you've had to do in this question, which on the surface seemed quite complex, was to do a little bit of division at the start and a bit of multiplication at the end. What on the surface seemed very complex has actually worked out to be a relatively simple question. The only challenge would be involving a bit of bus-stop method at the beginning and a bit of multiplication at the end. Another thing that is very useful is making sure you have a clear picture in your mind and knowing what it is you are trying to calculate. I hope you found this question useful. If you want some more guidance and some more videos, check out the YouTube channel or go to tuitionprep.com for further information. Best of luck. See you soon. Bye-bye.